Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Learn and Heal. Today we are going to introduce another subject to you of the second year B.Ed course, that is environmental education. We know how important the environment is. So that much important is the need of understanding the environment, understanding how you have to protect the environment. So environmental education is a must, and நம்ம சின்ன கிளாஸ்ல இருந்தே நம்ம அதை பத்தி டீட்டெயிலா லேர்ன் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். பட் வாட் நவ் வி ஹாவ் டு டூ இஸ் நம்ம லேர்ன் பண்ணதை நம்ம அடுத்த ஜென்ரேஷனுக்கு யூ ஆர் பிகமிங் எ டீச்சர் இல்லைங்களா? ஸோ அடுத்த ஜென்ரேஷனுக்கு தெளிவா சொல்லி கொடுக்கறதுக்கு you should be ready in after learning this subject. So that is what the aim of this environmental education. And the first chapter is the same, the environmental education. Before moving into the lecture, we'll be having a look at the syllabus of this chapter. Concept and meaning of environment, focal aspects of environmental education, goals and objective of environmental education, need and importance of environmental education, what is the core theme of this environmental education, and what is the scope of this environmental education. All these are the syllabus. So one by one we'll be understanding detailing. Now in introduction part, we can see that environmental education, what is environmental education, adoda introduction தெளிவா அவங்க கொடுக்குறாங்க. It is a learning process that allows the individual to explore environmental issues, increases people's knowledge and awareness about the environment, engage in problem solving, and take an action to improve the environment. ஸோ என்விரான்மெண்டல் இஷ்யூஸ் எதெல்லாம் தான், எந்த மாதிரி இஷ்யூஸ் எல்லாம் நம்ம ஃபேஸ் பண்றோம், ஸோ இந்த என்விரான்மெண்ட்டை பத்தி நம்மளோட பீப்புள்ஸுக்கிட்ட இருக்கிற அவேர்னஸை இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்றது, என்விரான்மெண்டல் நாலேஜ் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்றதுக்கான ஸ்டடீஸ் ஓர் தி அவேர்னஸ் கிளாஸஸ் ஓர் ஹவு டு ரிடியூஸ் திஸ் என்விரான்மெண்டல் பொல்யூஷன், அதை பத்தி ப்ராப்ளம் சால்விங் ஸ்கில் அண்ட் இம்ப்ரூவ். ஏன்னா ஒரு என்விரான்மெண்ட் நல்லா இருந்தா தானே அந்த என்விரான்மெண்ட்டுக்குள்ள இருக்க நம்மள மாதிரி இருக்கிறவங்களும் நல்லா இருக்க முடியும். ஸோ டு டேக் ஆக்ஷன் டு இம்ப்ரூவ் தி என்விரான்மெண்ட். ஸோ இதெல்லாத்தையும் பத்தி டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றது தான் என்விரான்மெண்டல் எஜுகேஷன். What are the environmental issues we are facing? If we talk about that issues, we can say that deforestation is the primary important one. Because India சொல்ல போனா 30% of the area geographically பார்க்கும்போது 30% of the area was full of forest. But இப்போ வந்து பார்த்தேன்னா the 30% became 18 or 17%. So deforestation is happening. Then the pollution can be air pollution, soil pollution, water pollution. Most of them are done by us, right? Yeah. So climatic change, you know how this climate change is happening. Yeah, in the climate change if the temperature increases, the drought and everything is gonna come. So that will affect our farming, our life other affect பண்ணுவாங்க. There has been sudden increase in the activities of environmental education during last 2 decades. In the last 2 decades, other scientists and whole world is worrying about the future of this planet. So adanala environmental education ipo it is a compulsory part of the system, because environmental education illama நம்மளுக்கு என்விரான்மெண்ட்டை ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ண முடியாது. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அவேர்னஸ் கொடுக்கணும், இதோட என்விரான்மெண்டோட இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் சொல்லி கொடுக்கணும். அது புரிய வச்சா மட்டும்தானே people will be doing something for the betterment of the improvement of the environment. So this has resulted in the development of different kind of curricula out of school activities and literature. So school எல்லாம் நம்ம different activities, environment, even environment day எல்லாம் நம்ம plans எல்லாம் plan பண்றாங்க. So different awareness program from the school part they are conducting, right? So actually look at this beauty of the nature. So nature is always beautiful, environment is always beautiful. We have to give this pure environment to the next generation. It is our responsibility. So we have to work for that. The purpose is to regenerate man's interest in preservation, conservation, and improvement of the environment before it is too late and reaches the point of no return. எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஒரு பாயிண்ட் இருக்கும்ல, பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் நோ ரிட்டர்ன். இப்போ நம்ம என்விரான்மெண்ட்டை எக்ஸ்ப்ளாய்ட் தான் பண்றோம் for our personal benefit. So for the future we have to protect it. The environment really represents interconnections, the dynamic relationships between organisms and their physical and biological surroundings. You know what is the importance of food chain? Food chain le edo oru part missing aayirundhuchuna that is going to affect our life very badly. So that is very important thing. So ellame interconnected da, everything is interconnected in this environment. It is not only the space in which life develops, but it also includes living being, object, water, soil, air, and the relations between them, as well as the intangible like the culture. So in the environmental, culture matter, the living, non-living beings, everything matter. To give awareness about the environment, so we are celebrating World Environment Day as June 5th. So just make a clear idea about why we have conducting this awareness day. Actually, all day you have to consider as the World Environment Day. Then only our planet will be good for the future. The concept of environment. Environment is the surrounding or condition in which a person or animal or plant lives and operate. So we can say that it refers to both biotic and abiotic environment. So the surroundings or the condition in which a person or animal or life. So நம்மளோட life ஓட surrounding தான் நம்ம என்ன சொல்ற environment னு சொல்றோம். Okay. Definitions. There are a lot of definitions. The circumstance or conditions that surrounds an organism or group of organisms. எப்படி ஒரு definition கொடுத்துடலாம். The circumstances or condition that surrounds an organism or group of organisms. The complex of social or cultural conditions that affect an individual or community. For example, we can say that over a community or environment ரொம்ப different இருக்கும் இல்லையா? If you consider the Tamil Nadu and Kerala, Tamil Nadoட culture, Tamil Nadoட language, it is different. So the environment is totally different from that of Kerala. Anything that surrounds us is an environment, we can say. United Nations Environment Program, UNEP, has defined environment as outer biophysical system. Outer biophysical system in which people and organisms coexist. In a broad sense, the word environment can be used to refer anything living or non-living that surrounds and influences living organism. Living organism surround பண்ணி அதை influence பண்ணி இருக்கிற எதையும் நம்ம environment னு சொல்லிக்கலாம். Concept of environmental education. Various combinations of the words such as environmental education, environmental studies, environmental approach is used in the literature for environmental education. And the Encyclopedia for Educational Research, Mizel 1982, என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னு பார்ப்போம். Defining environmental education is not an easy task, they are telling. Unlike the other curriculum areas, the specific content of environmental education has never been well defined, because environmental education பார்த்தேன்னா ஒரு particular subject னு சொல்ல முடியாது. It is interlinked, interdisciplinary னு சொல்லிக்கலாம். So அதோட curriculum நம்ம specifically define பண்றது it is very difficult task. It is universally agreed, however, that environmental education should be interdisciplinary, drawing from biological, sociological, anthropological, and economical, political, and human resources. It is also agreed that a conceptual approach to the teaching environmental education will be a better idea. The majority also agrees that environmental education is the process of recognizing the values and clarifying the concept related with the environment and its problems in order to develop skills and attitude necessary to understand surroundings. So it is about understanding the values and clarifying the doubts or idea about the environment, and everything surrounding everything what we have to understand about the surrounding is what we actually to be discussed in this environmental education. It also entails practices in decision making and self-formulating a code of behavior about the issues concerning environmental quality. Environmental quality degrade பண்ற மாதிரி ஒவ்வொரு issues வரும்போதும் we have to make a decision whether we have to do this or we should avoid this in order to protect the environment. That is up to us இல்லையா? எல்லாமே நம்மளோட decision தான். We should be in a position to take a proper decision. The most prevalent opinion is that environmental education can be treated as a discipline which is heavily based upon the basis of existing subjects such as physics, chemistry, mathematics, zoology, botany. We are having all these subjects as a backup for this environmental education because எல்லாமே interlinked. The same thing was repeating. A typical cause of this type has been mentioned by Wuzel Baker, which are the following components. So ஒரு கோர்ஸ் ஒரு ஐடியா ஒரு கோர்ஸ் வந்து இந்த வெசல் பேக்க வந்து ஃபார்வர்ட் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கு. அவரோட கோர்ஸ்ல what are the things what he is mentioning we'll be checking. First he is talking about the man and environment. We should have a clear idea about how man should survive with environment. Then the population and urbanization. What are the impact of this population and urbanization on this environment? Ecology. Ecology is nothing but the study of ecosystem. Ecosystem பத்தி படிக்கிறது தான் ecologyன்னு சொல்றது. Ecosystemனா அது டெசர்ட்டா இருக்கலாம், that can be sea, that can be ocean, that can be forest. So ஒவ்வொரு ecosystem பத்தி படிக்கிறது is very essential. Then social resources, money, then you can say the information, goods and services, tree resources, trees are there for the furniture and all we are using. Water resources, water இல்லாம நம்மளால வாழவே முடியாது இல்லைங்களா? So அந்த water, ஏன்னா even the current is produced from the water. So mostly like the states like the Kerala, waterல இருந்தா நிறைய current produce பண்றேன். So water resources as well as the fisheries resources. Most of the Kerala and West Bengal, most of the people are living with the income from the fishing and all. So how to protect that all things. Wildlife resources, நம்ம நெக்ஸ்ட் ஜெனரேஷனுக்கு ஜூல போய் காமிக்க கூடாதுல்ல. இதெல்லாம் தான் ஒரு காலத்துல ஃபாரஸ்ட் இருந்தது, அந்த ஃபாரஸ்ட்ல வாழ்ந்துட்டு இருந்தது these animals are. No, we have to protect them as well. So forest and everything should be there for our future generation too. Air pollution, that is one of the important reason, as we have seen. Air pollution reasons, அதோட importance of reducing the air pollution எல்லாமே நம்ம பார்க்க வேண்டியதா இருக்கும். Then the outdoor recreation is also a matter of study for this environmental education. So we have to be very careful. There is an important part of that, the role of citizen. Namlale, what we can do to reduce the environmental pollution. So environment illena we don't exist. We need environment don't need us. எப்பவுமே லைக் ஃப்ரம் மெனி தியரிஸ் வி ஹவ் சீன், எப்போ எல்லாம் பாப்புலேஷன் அதிகமாக இருந்தது, எப்போ எல்லாம் நேச்சருக்கு வந்து டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸ் நம்ம கொடுக்குது, அப்போ எல்லாம் ஒவ்வொரு கலாமிட்டியும் டிசாஸ்டரும் வந்துட்டு தான் இருக்கும். வி ஹவ் சீன் சுனாமி, வி ஹவ் சீன் ஃப்ளட்ஸ் இல்லையா? ஸோ we have to take care of the environment, then only environment will take care of us. Just remember that. We'll be meeting in the next session. Adu varaikum, take care, stay blessed, study hard. Thank you.